are best evidence that propaganda is in full swing, and there are many consumers of it. That doesn't mean that they are all gullible or all indoctrinated. Consumption of this kind of debunked rhetoric is often a choice these days. People giving their full consent to be lied to. Worse than that someone spent big bucks and bandwidth, so much time crafting this pickup truck right down to the fake muscles and six-pack on Donald Trump. Surely the person behind this vehicle has seen Trump's side view on the golf course, maybe? This is a cocktail of privilege and insecurity. Wanting to be part of something so phony and gaudy means you're desperate. Desperate to hold on to something you feel is slipping away. Birthright, the right to be first in line in America and then rope off prosperity to the rest of us. Because of the color of your skin, that's all. You can't separate the worst of MAGA from the Republican Party either. Trump's faux identity has been adopted wholesale by even long-standing Republicans now. So we need not make a distinction between them and the sponsor of that truck.
What do you guys want to hear from President Trump? What's the number one issue? Top issue.
It's an easy question, right? For any American to answer. Economy, justice reform, taxes, education, safety of your family, your children, guns. You just pick one. Can't they just pick one? Well, not if somebody is foaming at the mouth over that other red meat. The culture wars fed to Americans as a distraction. Nothing to do with bettering lives, just keeping people apart.
Can you tell me what owning the libs means to you?
Prove them wrong, because they're wrong about a lot of things. And, I don't think they even necessarily mean to be wrong. They just don't know what's right.
And give me one example.
Okay, well, there's too many examples. I don't know. I can't think of one off the top of my head.
There's so many. There's got to be one.
They have no clue. They deny that transgender things are going on. They deny it all. My biggest fear right now is nothing is in place, or I don't know if anything's in place, to not have the election stolen again. That's my biggest fear.
How much of this is about that, right? How much of this is about owning the libs being out here?
Well, what I'm most disappointed about is that our president definitely has dementia or something, and he's not capable of running this country. Something has to be done. It's actually very embarrassing. Every time he's on TV, he's tripping. He doesn't know which way to go. It's just sad.
Whether you agree with your neighbor or not is one thing, right? Put that over there. When your neighbor, though, has no tangible issue to start with except owning the other side, how can there be a qualified debate? The reasons folks on the left get criticized is because of unwavering passion, something specific they actually believe in and are willing to fight for in order to benefit others. Maybe it's too grand, maybe it's too expensive, too holistic for you, but it's a real core belief that begins with something positive, affirmative, that, say, progressives believe will make this a better place. Again, you don't have to agree, but if you're attached to hate as a starting point, by definition, hate is not a policy to lead with. The bodies of many wars are stacked up to prove that.
President Trump works for God, and God is all about America. And God is the one that's going to save America, but actually, he's using President Trump as one of his tools. So that's why we support President Trump, because he works for God.
Amen.
Amen.
So God knows these babies in the womb. He has a purpose and a destiny for each child. They shouldn't be killed.
Didn't he kill all the firstborn sons in Egypt?
I think I'm done.
And do you think the Bible is a pro-life book?
Yes, absolutely.
And what about in Leviticus when God tells people to kill someone if they're gay? There you have it.
And it's no surprise that these people are blinded from logic and reason by dictated religious beliefs. And it's tough to blame them, considering this is how a Trump rally usually begins.
We come here today to hear the words of a man who has done great things, a man we love and respect, a man dedicated to making America great again, a man we hope will be restored to the presidency. And yet, great as his accomplishments are, right now, we all have the privilege of talking to you, our Father. And we know that even President Trump would agree that your greatness, not only in deeds, but in your very essence, is higher than his.
A man who is flawed, bigoted, not curious, mean, reckless, racist, misogynistic. Thank you, Pastor. This is the problem. No one stood up from within. No one challenged a man of God lying to the flock. No one. Religion used to push an agenda. That's not new. And neither will be the end result. A decline for all of us. Further decline, including those who keep showing up for the sermon.
We're so left. We're so left. I just pray that the country turns around and we become one nation under God again.